Welcome back to Vida Baseball. We are here. It is Friday, and the boys are back together in being Guillén. What's up, guys?
Valentine's Day.
Very good. Oh,
Happy Valentine's Day.
I know what that means.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hearts, a lot of hearts for everyone.
You guys have Valentine's Day plans?
I have a great Valentine's Day. I spent my morning with my two love.
Oh, you are La Vida. You are La Vida out.
No, it was Evis, and Adela. We was playing around a little well. We take Adela out. That's the two people, you know what I mean. You talk about love.
You have Adela all day today.
Yeah, well, that's
I hope
our
I can have it all day, all morning, all the time.
Get together at my dad's house and just be around family, the people you love, everyone out there.
Do you guys really believe in that?
No, I don't.
How long? You've been married for
1,000 years.
For a long. What's the secret to long-lasting marriage? Oni?
I think.
I don't know because I'm not married. So the best thing I would do is
you
be
were
honest.
Okay, you
I'm
sound like Orlando yesterday.
Soon I'll be married, I guess, or eventually one day. But I don't know, just communication. You guys can speak more on that.
I think communication, trust. I think my marriage was great because every time we see each other, it's like a honeymoon. Every time I have to travel and come back.
The baseball life.
But I think the key to be married in baseball, have a great wife. I always say you have a great wife and good bullpen. You're a great manager because that's the two headaches you can have. And I was lucky enough. My God, I was married when I was 16. My wife, Evie, was 15.
Very rare.
I don't know what the secret is. I just think you just live your life.
You're working La Vida all day and go home and sleep.
Do 100 shows.
I just think that I don't know. I just live my life.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot.
I don't
going
think it's
on.
a secret. I think it's a different.
Now I think it's my.
I think if you want to be married, it's not hard. If you don't want to be married, it's really
my
hard.
marriage is better now. We have more fun. We stay together more longer.
Because
before we just
play money.
Well, before I was playing, I was doing something, and your mom, it was raising kids. Now, everybody's old enough. Now we can go anywhere, anytime we want. But now we have another big time stuff.
You have more free time.
Yeah.
Now that you know.
Happy Valentine's Day, though, to everybody out there.
Yeah.
So, Día de la Amistad, Feliz Día San Valentín. So here we go. Let's get this show started. So we got topics today, obviously, like we always do, and we let these two gentlemen kind of just think about it, and we give our thoughts. And there's been a lot of baseball talk, obviously, in the Latino world. So the first topic is the Athletic article came out saying that Carlos Beltrán was the godfather of the sign-stealing scheme, that he intimidated players into going along with the schemes. Thoughts on the word godfather and intimidation, Oni?
Well, first of all, the fact that they use the word godfather, that's very, very powerful. I thought every day we think this scandal is going to be done. Like, okay, it's done, and then boom, something new comes up. Boom, more details. So I think the fact that we now know more details about Carlos Beltrán, everything that's going on. It was reported that 6 of the Astros players were the ones that spoke anonymously to Ken Rosenthal. So these were guys that were in the clubhouse with Carlos. Conflicting messages. Yesterday we hear about Latin players defending Carlos, Altuve, Beltrán, but there were players in that clubhouse that felt intimidated by him, by his presence. You know what? I've been in a clubhouse, and I can see how that would happen.
But I don't think. But explain that. I don't think Carlos went up to him and says, "No, you have to do it."
No, Carlos. It's like he doesn't go up to you and says, "We're doing this and we're doing that." I just think when someone's in a presence, like certain people command the respect, and no one dare question anything that guy says, the veteran guy. Like my dad was in the Sox clubhouse. Like there's always it's like a pecking order of like, I'm the guy here. And what happened is, I can understand now after I go back and I look at AJ Hinch's story, is that he felt like he didn't have, it's called clout nowadays. He didn't have clout.
What's clout?
Like,
power?
Yeah, like power to say.
Influence,
power. And Carlos was a top dog. I mean, Bregman was a rookie.
So what do you feel
how do you? I know that when you were,
I grew with real managers.
Like
Let's put it that way. I grew with Tony La Russa, around Tony La Russa, Jim Leland, Jeff Torres, all guys. In the past, the manager got white hair and a lot of respect. You see your manager, you almost bow. Now, hey, what's up, dog? Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? What's going on? I think right now, managers, they're so young. We're not that many experience playing wise or managing wise or coaching wise. I think that's why some players take advantage of that. But in the meanwhile,
totally agree.
Meanwhile, when you're managing, you are the boss. I don't, because I managed my first year in the big league. with not managing experience, with a lot of baseball experience.
Yeah, but you had credentials.
But in the meanwhile, but when you have to step it up in people. I don't think Carlos Beltrán walked to the clubhouse and listen, guys, I'm the man. We got to do this.
I just don't think. I don't think because
way.
he's not that guy. So do you guys think one player can change the culture of a clubhouse?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh God, yeah.
There's a guy that.
So my the way that I look at it is, and I've always been against it. You hate it in the minor leagues, the music.
Right.
No,
the main player on the team loves music, and he carries a boombox, and everybody has to listen to it, even though guys hate it, but no one says like shut it off.
No one
did.
Right, but no one. I'll give you an example. You were the manager, so
I
they would
did.
tell
No,
you
even
that.
when
But
I was a
nobody.
player.
But no player. Well, you have to have that clout. Like you're saying, like no. Lee Stevenson in Montreal didn't tell Vladimir Guerrero, turn the music off.
No,
I'm trying to sleep.
But I say,
but they wanted to.
But when I was a player, I remember Roy Ventura said, "Hey, that music is too loud." I'm the one get up and turn it off. But the problem
exactly. But if it depends on who turns it off or who does what.
African American, they were the boom boom thing, hip hop. The Latino going to give them merengue, and the white guy is going to have country music, and this
Taylor Swift now.
And then besides that. Always the players, the pitcher pick the music.
The pitcher that picks that day
is supposed to pick the music.
Well, we can have another debate on that. We got fill in the blank. Today says, is there a chance that Hinch deferred to Beltrán because there's roughly the same age and Carlos Beltrán was a superior? I don't think so.
I mean, no, but if you really think about it, what I've always told you guys, what do players look at in a manager? Credentials. When you look over there, you're like, wow, my manager is, like you said, Tony La Russa, Ozzie Guillén, Jim Leland, Mike Scioscia. These guys are like, hey, we got to be on our best behavior. This guy doesn't take any crap. Now you got a young manager who hasn't been successful yet.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's why he felt like he couldn't do anything. So I totally understand that. I've been in clubhouses. There's always a top dog. And there's always a small dog. Like if Big Papi turns the music down, everyone listens.
Yeah, no matter what.
No matter what.
But the funny thing about it, that's when the manager step it up and say, you know what? I want to pick on you more than anybody because you're the top dog. I'm tougher than you.
Right, I expect you.
I expect you to help me, don't to ruin me.
Yeah, but that's why baseball. This is baseball's fault because baseball wanted to go away from guys like you, from guys like Bochy, from guys like Scioscia, from guys like Ned Yost. They wanted to go away from guys like Jim Leland, guys that when Dusty Baker, when guys that Tony La Russa, guys that when you walked into the clubhouse, no matter who the best player was, the manager was the most important thing. This is a game now where the general managers want to be top dog, but you're top dog sitting in an office. You're not in the clubhouse every day. You want to be top dog to players? Sit in an office and have them
you always
look
bring
at
up the Dan Jennings.
Calm down. You're the top. I'm saying though, they want to get the credit, but they want to be the top dog of decision making. Okay, good. Sit in the field because when you put a manager that cannot handle that situation, there's two criteria that I think you need as a manager. Number one, in-game aptitude. If you're good in the game. Number two, if you can manage your clubhouse from players respecting you, the media, no matter what your style is, you could be a quiet manager, you could be a loud manager. No matter what, every manager that's there deserves respect.
Cito Gaston was very quiet.
Cito Gaston would demand respect from me. Cito Gaston would walk past the tunnel in Toronto, and I'm like, oh my God, Mr. Gaston, how you doing? Bobby Cox.
Bobby Cox never say anything to anyone. Hi.
Yeah, but everyone knew. Everybody knew this is my clubhouse.
Yes,
and anything like
dude, Jack McKeon, Jack maybe said,
"Oh, Jack, you don't know the player's name."
Yeah, hey, how's it going, Mira? Hey, Mira. But everyone's like,
I was his right-handed man. He called me Mira. The guy signed me. He don't remember my name. He go, hey, Mira.
No,
hey,
Mira.
But in the meanwhile, when you see him,
everybody knew that he was the boss.
Everybody was the boss.
Yeah, and he also knew that he could trust you to make everything. And I think now in baseball, the disconnect between players, coaches, and players, the manager doesn't use coaches to do that. They're like, oh, this guy's great analytic. I'm like, how can he get something out of the players? Can this coach help a player say, hey, we have a problem?
That goes back to that article that we read about the old scout in the Mets. He's saying we're forgetting that we're dealing with human beings.
Yes.
Correct.
We are not robots.
But besides that, I forgot to tell you guys, a long time ago, Houston got rid of a lot of scouts.
They got rid of every scout.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but it's not a you can't. It's baseball. Yes,
you gotta have both, but it's still like in regular life, like corporate America. The most important thing is for being a manager is not how smart you are.
It's how you
deal with people. Because the first thing they ask you is
deal with people's hard.
We're not. We don't care how smart you are because there's people that are really smart that don't have the human touch. That they're like, this guy can't be a manager because when you're a manager, everything comes to you. His legacy, Carlos Beltrán. Not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but a potential conversation to be
He
in
was
the Hall
always
of Fame.
okay. So for example,
and a writer favorite.
Right, he was always like he should be, but it was like a borderline. You never knew.
But the media loved him.
Right, media loved him. This doesn't help him.
No, I don't think.
This doesn't help him at
that
all.
if he gets in, it's like a Barry Bonds, like
Right.
10 years in.
So now they're thinking like,
if
wow.
Carlos is a friend of mine, and I know Carlos. I'm not going to say very well, but I know Carlos for a long time. If Carlos get in, a lot of guys should get in.
This did
A
not.
lot of guys should get in.
They always say all press is good press. This press is not helping his case.
Not for his legacy.
Not for his legacy.
Yeah, and Altuve too as well.
Like this is everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone that's connected with this is going to be affected by it. No matter what Bregman does, no matter what Altuve does,
you know what, Oni?
these people are affected by it.
You know what, Oni?
They're always going to go back. It's tainted.
So how do you
the bad thing about life in anything is people always remember the bad stuff.
The bad stuff. No, I agree.
People not remember the good thing. The bad thing is always.
So
out
he's speaking from experience.
From experience. No, I agree. So now that the Astros players are basically the sources, former teammates and whatnot, how do you deal with this in the clubhouse? That people are speaking. If you're Dusty Baker there and people are like talking to reporters on the side without giving, anonymous, how do you deal with that?
Well, you was there before me, and they asked you a question. Hey, you have to answer. Just be careful how you go to answer. Besides that, I always say people have to say what they have to say. They're not lying. It's fine, but what Dusty can say, man, Dusty,
I felt bad for Dusty.
I don't because he put himself in that position.
I know he put himself that, but I think that you would have said like if you were the manager or like somebody else, or they would have made it like funny, like oh yeah, this is funny.
It was more of a sad tone.
It was more like, please guys,
begging.
Forgive them, baseball. Forgive these men. I'm like, Dusty, what do you like? No. For someone that's been like Dusty never went up in the podium and said, forget Barry Bonds. Please forget Barry.
Or Sammy.
Or Sammy. So, by the way, Dusty's been linked to a lot of guys that have had controversy. He never came up and say, by the way, and Dusty was the guy that told Sammy, go home.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And that's why we hate him in Chicago. And it was Dusty Baker who told Sammy, go home. Don't stay here.
Well,
and Dusty's our boy. But I'm saying, like, I felt like, man, Dusty really gonna apologize? Again, that must have been part of the conversation. Like, if you take this job.
I don't think
if somebody can take the heat away from the players right
Dusty.
now, it's Dusty Baker.
But I guarantee you.
That's why it's my
I guarantee you, those guys, they wish that it was already opening day.
Like they don't have to go through spring training.
Because spring training is you don't really play that much. You're just working out, but it's like it's more access, more fans.
Yeah.
These guys want the games to start.
If you're a Houston fan, how do you deal with this?
But that one thing about the fans is that these guys first of all, whoever their PR
They
for the Astros,
apologize.
the PR for the Astros really botched this
Bad.
in so many ways. But look at what they've done. The Tubman thing, they denied it. They took the stand against a woman reporter. Like denied. Then Jim Crane comes out and he says that it didn't impact the game, and then he goes back and says, well, maybe it did. They've really, really messed this up, and
that's why you want to give too many information to people,
right?
But like I say, you sit in the mic and you told the truth. You can call the FBI,
right?
Yeah.
The truth will set you free.
But that's the situation now though, because back in the day in baseball, including the PED days, you can never investigate because it was whatever report Major League Baseball was like. Major League was like, this is what we found. That was it. Now with social media and technology and videos, the report that the people on Twitter and John Boy and everybody put together is the only reason we're all still talking about it.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. No, because reporters are like, wow, there's more, and you investigate.
But the more they talk, the longer it's going to get.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is. But I'm saying it's not even the media or baseball.
Time they find something
it doesn't have to be media and baseball.
Anybody.
It's people outside of baseball saying, we want to know more.
Or saying that guy that created the algorithm. Who used it more?
Who used it more?
Hey, you know why? You know why people say they want more? Do you know why people want? They don't want more. They want the players to get punished.
Yeah.
Or the championship to be removed.
That's what I think. If they do vacate it, I didn't think it was possible before.
But they do it in college,
right? And like the '94 strike
and they do it in college. They did it in '94, and they do it in college because a kid took money
so
or whatever. And
I believe that. I don't know if it'll happen. It's possible.
I believe that's why people want more.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting around there.
You're a World Series champion. So do you allow you guys are having a dinner? Okay, World Series champions of America. all managers that are alive. Do you allow AJ? I'm not even talking about Alex, because we don't even know Boston what the situation is. So we're gonna keep Alex out of this. Do you Tony La Russa, Bochy, everybody that's alive, Leland, who has a ring?
Do you see him as your contemporary or as your equal?
Do you see him as your equal? Does you're like, here, sit next to Ned Yost, or you're like, no, you can't come in here. You're not.
No, I can say that, but I will be like, really?
No, that's what I mean. You won't say. That's what I'm saying. So
tell us what you really feel.
I'm gonna be honest. When you're a big league manager, it's a special fraternity. Okay, I'm saying,
especially the guys that won.
Especially the guys that won, because we've been. Winter meetings, one of the coolest things is the manager's dinner. That you hated it.
Oh, I hated it.
He hated it. You sit with your media, but every manager's there.
There's only 30 of them.
But that's what I'm saying, though. So it's like an elite group of horrible dressed men.
Hey, except my dad and Trey Hillman.
Except Ozzie and Trey Hillman.
Best dressed.
Trey Hillman.
But I'm saying, though, just really, and guys out of shape, but now better shape. Guys are younger. But I'm saying, though, you're like in a special group. Like, wow. Like, no matter how bad Gabe Kapler is as a manager in the future, he's a big league manager.
Correct.
Like, and if he wins, he's going to have one. So, like, not only being a big league manager is hard. Once you win one, he's like, if they made this like by like levels, he's with Bobby Cox, Ozzie Guillén, Ned Yost,
Joe Madden,
like everyone that has one. There's AJ. So how does the people feel?
I guarantee you, everyone feels the same way.
Like, nobody's going to say anything.
Nobody's going to say anything. I guarantee you, everybody feels the same way. Poor Dusty's trying to get in there.
That's what I'm saying,
okay,
though.
Let me ask you something.
That's why Dusty's still managing.
Let me ask you something. You know me. I never wear a championship ring, ever.
Which you should. I would wear all of them.
And I went in legit. Now it's like, how you feel you in that situation? You wear your ring?
No, you don't.
Houston Astros got the best.
No, it is so
beautiful ring.
It is a beautiful ring, and it's. I guarantee you, it's like, even if it wasn't a ring, compared to something contemporary, like, they're not gonna wear that ring because you are ashamed. If you didn't see the interviews, Altuve, they're ashamed. You don't wear that ring.
Be.
Yes. So AJ Hinch, I guarantee you feel awful for the guy because now that all the reports come out, it sounded like he was a cat without claws.
Even they don't take it away from them. We know how the power.
Fans don't give them the credit. Exactly.
And baseball, no fans like boo you, whatever. But baseball people,
exactly.
Like,
the real baseball people.
You're not. I'm gonna give you though. You said and I have to bring this up because you said after the Fidel thing, okay, and you managed and that you were fired. That one of the reasons that you wanted to come back to manage was because you didn't want to feel like you were embarrassed. That was a reason why you had left the game. Because when you walked into rooms, you didn't want to feel like, man, I don't belong here. Mm-hmm. But that's one of the reasons that you wanted to get back. And that was just a political comment. So, like, how was that feeling of, as a manager, walking in and being like, looking at Dave Roberts in the eyes, looking at Terry Francona?
That's hard, man.
How hard
it's like you being the kid.
Hard.
It's like you being you being the kid that peed himself in the classroom.
Okay,
and like, hey, there goes a guy that peed himself. You
it's
are embarrassed.
It's funny because, when people say, I say that about Fidel, like, I really don't, they even interview me because that's nothing had to do with baseball, period.
Exactly.
And I feel that way because I say, oh my God.
Well, we disagreed back then when you took the press conference. I thought it was a statement and you said, as a man, and I was like, this guy in his pride thing. As a man, you said, I have to face these people.
Yeah, because I don't have nothing to hide.
Because I have nothing to hide and I want them to know.
No.
But now,
nothing to hide.
And you also know that you really
By the way, you can ask me tomorrow what I say in the press conference with 40, and I will say the same thing. Yeah. But you ask Houston people say, and they will forget because they don't know what to say.
Right, so basically, if you tell the truth.
From your heart.
Exactly. You come from my heart.
I was there for when they had the meeting.
I could have said, you know what, here it is.
Yeah, a statement. There was a statement that was about. You said, no statement. You went in and you wore it.
Hey, David Sampson and what's the guy that hate him? I don't know his name. Larry Bineface. Bineface or whatever. They see with me, come down. They was treating me like I was like
OJ, like OJ.
Yeah.
Like somebody go to
triple murder.
Yeah. I got an escort from all the police.
And by the way, I went. Nobody was even there. No, there's like three people.
But okay, all the song when I walk in, oh my guys, like 30,000 people waiting for my press conference. I got people from Cuba, have a problem back in Cuba. Interview me before the thing, and I go, you can ask me anything you want. I'm not say that.
No, because
if you think you do that, I will talk to people. I don't have any. I will talk to them. I don't care.
Basically, the moral story is,
and a PR guy like, hey, well, what you gonna say? This is what I'm gonna say. The truth. Yeah, I'm gonna say the truth. I don't care what people say. But in the meanwhile, when the thing was over, the people was punishing me or pointing me. I remember a lady start crying. A Cuban woman, like ladies in blancos, start crying. Say, you know what? You just need love. Because everybody was against you in this particular time, and you say exactly what you told us in the room back there 2 hours ago. You say here. I said, lady, I'm a man. I will tell the truth. If I ever say that, I said, yes, I did. So what? But obviously, that's not the same.
Well, it's the same thing with Pete Rose, and obviously Pete Rose wants back in the game. The reason that people are mad at Pete is that Pete said for 15 years that he didn't do it, and now he's like, "Well, I did it, but only as a player."
No, I never.
Look at A-Rod. A-Rod got caught. He was suspended.
Brother, when the police
and
told
now
you,
they're here. Like he's a man.
When Major League Baseball told you, say, you do this, you're like,
well, I love it when Major League Baseball used to call you and say, Ozzie, what did you say? And you say, you have the report. The umpire obviously wrote it. Like,
so Ozzie, well, you told this to the umpire? Say, nope. What I mean, no, yes, I say this, I'm cursed, I'm this, but he forgot to say this, that. That's a man. That's a man with guts to tell them how I feel. You know why? Because I'm not going to lick up to, like, people put words in my mouth.
So do you think Trevor Bauer has guts for now coming out?
A lot of guts, because he's not only...
But you know why? Because he's not lying.
He's not lying. That's what I'm saying, though. People are saying that he's ranting. And I felt like
you could tell like he's...
I don't like what he say because I'm a baseball man. I said, well, wait a minute. That's not your business. Your business is to throw a strike, win games, and shut up. But when you're not lying and people were very sensitive about this...
obviously, it bothers him. And that's something
a lot of people.
I'm just saying, though, we're going to talk about... When you're a player, okay, and you were playing in the minor leagues, and again, I view the game differently from a fan standpoint. Did you know when the rules changed? Or like, were you bothered? Like, you guys talked about, like, oh man, they want to take away the DH.
I even care about it.
Like, we're not marketed enough.
I even think about it. That's not what's my job. I just take ground balls.
But I was saying, was that just you, or was it like that at Clubhouse?
I never hear in the Clubhouse anybody like,
nobody
God.
talked about it. Nobody talked about it.
But even like with because the part that I found unique and having you here is amazing, and having you as a father, because I can actually ask you this, because everyone wants to ask someone that's in baseball. Like, you were in a strike, okay? And I feel like if baseball was nowadays in a strike, like about to have a strike, these guys were having conversation with the owner. You said the Jerry meeting saying, we're striking, guys. Like, if you guys don't
Jerry
really
did
happen. That's what I'm saying.
First place.
That's what I'm saying, though. So you guys had meetings that were really hard. Like, were you guys talking like, oh, this is wrong? Like, we want better this, we want better that? Or was it more like private? I feel like guys now would literally go to Twitter and say, we want this. It's just a different...
time.
I think it's a different time.
You know why? Because we respect play association.
That's what I'm saying. Did you guys say stuff in the media?
Don't fair. We're not allowed to do it. You know why? Because we got a guy
that speaks for you.
He speaks for everyone.
Right.
That means you're not making a mistake.
A player rep.
You're not gonna make a mistake, but you want to talk to somebody. This is a player rep. Player rep, you have to call or have to talk to Don or whatever it was in the office. Hey, they asked me this. What I should say? Nothing. Or say this. That's why players make a lot of mistakes, because everybody has different opinion. That's why. Back to Houston, I think I like it because we can talk about it. But you talk to every player, everybody has different opinion, different thoughts.
Yeah, but like you're saying, there's so many guys that have speak out against us. Tanaka, CC Sabathia, all the guys in Tampa. No, they're speaking out about everything that happened. They're contemporaries, and now you have Bauer speaking about. He's thinking, about the rules, saying like, "Hey, forget the rules. The game's fine. We just need better marketing."
Yeah.
Why is MLB BAM controlling our content?
So have you ever done, I want to ask Major League Baseball, if you're out there on Twitter, social media, Facebook, and you know this, if you're a player and you're watching and you know this, have they ever sent out, I'm going to ask people in baseball, have they ever sent out a survey, what do you want as a player?
Probably not.
Like a MailChimp survey, like,
probably
hey,
not.
You're like in the office, they say,
no,
like here,
no,
like they say, like, hey,
what they want is
Coke?
MLB.
Or,
how about this one? Did they ever ask fans what they want?
No, I've never been surveyed.
No, because it's all about money.
Like the All-Star Game voting. Everyone's like, the All-Star Game voting sucks. I'm like, fans love the All-Star Game voting.
Yeah, because you feel like fans,
but
like
they
you're
ruin
part
the
of it.
game. They ruin the All-Star Game because they vote for people like, what?
That's what I'm saying, though.
Really?
But it ruins it. But fans want it. So like
this game is about fans.
It is. So that you can make it competitive. So you can't have fans vote and make the game competitive. So you have to pick one. You got to have either or. So if you want the fans in it, like I would love for there to be a team captain, and the team captain says, "This is my team." And he picks his team,
like the NBA.
Like the NBA. It would just be fun to watch on TV, MLB Network. Because I'm watching as a fan. As a player, I'm like, no, Jimmy's going to pick his best friend.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Or Bobby's going to pick his best friend.
Ozzie, I think no matter what you do for the All-Star game, who picks,
someone's
going to
be mad.
I
did it. You think about what? 7 White Sox? 7 White Sox on you're like, they're coming because it's my team and it deserved it.
No, I left one out. It deserved it more than anybody. Joe Creedy. Everybody. I never take anybody
that didn't deserve it.
That don't deserve to be there. Never did. By the way, when they ask me every day, like, who you got, say, you know what? I don't care. Just give me a team. I pick one guy. One guy I picked. It was the Michael Young. That's it. I said, I want Michael Young. I got 4 second basemen in the ball club.
Yeah.
I left Loretta
Yeah,
play.
Mark
I make Milo Reyes. I let that kid out when he should be the starting second baseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. But what I agree with Bauer is why can't MLB have like the NBA content? They want people to pay in order to get this content. You know what I mean? Like you should be able to get this content everywhere. They just want to monopolize everything and control it. When if you really do want younger fans,
you leave it open.
You leave it open to everybody.
But you know what's happening, Ozzie? Only two. Every time Major League Baseball change rules, including Ozzie Guillén, people go nuts.
Do you like the new rule changes, though?
What are we doing? Because we get used to the old school rules in the past. People have to know baseball changed, life changed, everything changed.
You can't leave it the same.
Every
But
time.
what's your least favorite rule in baseball right now?
Least favorite rule?
That you're like, I would change this rule.
Well, I don't like the replay.
You don't like the replay. How about you?
Kill the guy at second base, broken double play.
Okay.
Bleeding.
Okay.
Hey, last time
And
we
plays
talking,
at the plate.
Hey, wait a minute. Last time we were talking with Dave Winfield.
Dave Winfield.
Last night we were talking to Dave Winfield.
Dave Winfield, he got me a gut like this, like this dip.
And then he said, welcome to the big leagues.
And you know what Dave Winfield told me last night? I just told his wife. I said, hey, you know what? You remember this? I said, Ozzie, yeah, you always told me that. I said, and my younger son is there. He was Ozzie. He told me, why you not fight with him? The other song I showed who was Dave Winfield was. I go, oh, I don't blame you. But you know what Dave Winfield told me? If the people sliding second base the way they used to, the shortstop will say, I will sue you. He told me that.
The game has changed, and that's why guys like Dave Winfield and guys that played in the 80s and 90s and 2000s look at this different era
of soft.
You guys are of softness. Got guys in the 80s doing cocaine scandals. These guys are hitting trash can bags. Like, the game has changed. Literally. That's why these guys look at the new age like softies. Like grumpy old men. You guys are soft.
Rest in peace. They hit Don Baylor. Boop. You let the second baseman know, and the third base, hey, Don Baylor's running in first base.
Get out the way.
Baylor, McGray, you know me, Gibson.
Yeah,
all those
McRae
guys.
Was a professional. Take guys
anybody from the Milwaukee Ball Club, Paul Molitor, Robin Young, all those guys.
See, but to me,
let people know.
make the game
now guys
better.
flying second base, and they told you it's double play. Wait a minute. I'm doing my job. I try to win games. I don't like that.
But here's the part.
I don't like that.
When you guys are hitting a great point. For example, okay, I love Zach Greinke because anytime Zach Greinke's had issues, he's hit. You know, he's
takes it upon
and people come at him and Pedro Martinez, like every big name pitcher's been in a scruffle. Like you look at big name pitchers, someone's come after them. They've gone after somebody, but the players that tweet, they don't. There's not a lot of. There's not a lot of like, here we go.
So do you expect action to happen this year with everything that's going on?
I would.
I don't.
Do you know why? Hinch is still managing. Oh God, they will hit by pitch so much. But Dusty Baker is a manager. He's not going to put up with that.
It's not the same Dusty from the Cubs that was yelling at Tony La Russa. This is old Dusty.
Yeah, but
Dusty, sit down.
But Dusty, the soon you hit Altuve, Dusty will hit somebody. Because you got to show. Because
you're gonna respect my team.
Yeah, you will respect my team. This is not the 2017, 2018.
I guarantee you
3-batter minimum.
I guarantee you before we jump to the 3-batter minimum. I guarantee you the Astros get drilled a couple times this year.
We got to do an over
and they're gonna. Some guy might go to first, take it easy, but like they gotta expect it.
By the way,
they gotta
the
expect
Astros
it.
players get hit just because I know everybody got different. Verlander, show me some guts.
Oh, he will.
He definitely.
By the way,
player.
If I was the general manager of the Houston Astros, which has got an amazing team, by the way, guys,
they still have
a really good team.
Well, according to the owner, they have a. That's
okay, but I would get.
You know what's stupid? My last say, we don't win that because that. Then why you use it?
Yeah.
Or what are you apologizing for?
What are you apologizing for? But that's another story. But here's the thing, though. I would go get or make trades for the 3 toughest guys. Bullpen, like back in the day, like Graham Lloyd. Like I would find like 3 guys, like the Rod Dibble of the era, like whatever the kid's name in Pittsburgh.
Oh, the big guy from Cincinnati.
I would literally make trades.
No, I will bring Ugi Urbina back in town.
No, that's what I'm saying though. And I would literally make my
Farnsworth.
Make Kyle be like, Kyle, you're the assistant to the pitching coach. Anyone who's got a history of protecting people, be like, this is Altuve's enforcer. Anything happens to Altuve, you go get him.
Altuve, I'm bigger than Altuve.
That's what I'm saying, though. So you need to have people on that team.
But you
By
know
the way,
what?
the guys on that team, instead of late afternoon workout on weights, get some boxing classes. Hey, we got to defend ourselves.
I hope.
By the way,
he's going that way.
you think if I'm Alex Bregman or if I'm Altuve, I'm not practicing saying I got to get ready because either
By
to
the
protect
way,
myself or toss.
you talk about two very little guys.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying, though. Like if I'm a teammate, okay.
I don't think Bergman. You know who is scared to get hit?
Correa.
Oh my God, you know. Correa be like, come on, man, come on.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
I honestly, I don't think anything's gonna like. But
I don't think they're gonna get it. They should.
I'll say they get it over under. They'll get in a couple fights.
Oni, they get hit one time and they charge and they embarrass the pitcher. Nobody hits them anymore.
Yeah, but I'm saying like play it second. Altuve's there. Someone's gonna.
Would you get
them.
mad? Would you get mad if they hit a double and when they score they go?
Oh, I love
wow.
it.
That
What
would
would
do
you
it.
do? What would you do?
That would.
If they score, they go boom, like they go like this.
You
If
can't-
I was, how much?
You gotta wear it.
No, wait a minute.
If you're a fan, if I was a fan,
you still doing it?
I'm saying double.
Who?
Oh, no, another
Houston.
team.
Houston.
No. I'm talking about Houston. Yeah, I get a double. I'm saying I'm having a good year. Double.
And then
I
go-
get the second, I go.
Okay, that guy going down
wow.
in a hurry.
Right.
And, no, him. The guy hit and him, both.
Okay. We'll
Because
see.
you have to
I'm
respect
just
it.
saying, though, double down. They
Well,
do
now-
this. They
now-
do this.
Hey, now
That's
that-
what makes this season
Now
one
baseball-
of the most unbelievable off seasons we've.
If I'm an Astros fan, I'm doubling down.
Unbelievable off season is going to be the Astros. They're going to get booed everywhere they go, and it's not going to be like. I'm saying though, it's like you're hated by fans. They're gonna be like, "Thank God we're home."
I would literally
As soon as they
call
go on
for
a
it.
road, it came out that Dodger fans. They came out that a big group of Dodger
Are they
fans.
showing up on
they're
time to the
going-
game? Are they showing up on time to the game?
Yeah, because it's in Anaheim.
Okay.
They start off in Anaheim. They bought like a whole section of tickets to get on these guys. Just
I love that.
boo, and
Hey, you know what?
it's-
Boo those guys, make sure it's 40,000 people in the ballpark.
Of course, that's what, and that's why I'm saying
And what happened when the Dodgers lose?
this is gonna be great.
They don't even win. They lose. They're like, what are they gonna do?
The worst thing that can happen, or the best thing, the way you look at it, is if the Astros make it to the playoffs,
And that's what I'm saying,
they
though.
make it to the World Series, and they by some miracle they win it. They're gonna be
Fine,
They're
then-
gonna.
then-
Altuve's taking his shirt off. They're all taking their shirts
then
off.
Finally, they win one.
Exactly.
And then Dusty's gonna get his
And
own.
Dusty.
Oh my God!
By the
then
way,
Dusty.
that is the only reason
That you're rooting
that
for
I would
them.
want the
Yeah.
Astros to do okay.
It's 'cause Dusty
because those
deserves
guys.
it.
This
Dusty
is gonna be
deserves
something.
it.
Those guys deserve to win nothing.
But Dusty deserves to win one.
But he deserves to win. That's why it's an awkward, and that's why the Astros brought him in, because Dusty's lovable. Dusty's like a little Band-Aid. He's like a huggable bear that you see, like, oh, Dusty.
But he's a
Dusty.
tough guy, too.
But That's a tough guy, but that was their PR move. By the way, look at the two guys that they brought in. They brought Dusty Baker, Rick Reneke. So the old guys aren't that bad.
My wristbands would be trash cans.
They didn't bring in new guys. They brought in old school guys that can kind of like right the ship, say guys.
But I think they give the job to the right guy in that particular moment.
Yeah, of course.
So, but we didn't expect it. The Astros could have hired within. They went a different route. Let's see how these guys do, because we don't know what's going to happen with Boston yet.
But put it this way, the Astros, it was hiding kids with no experience in the big league, you know what I mean, for a little while. Then they win the World Series. Then they told Hinchey was a genius. They say, oh my God, they got all this stuff. We got to go old school now. You know,
I
we
feel
gotta
like
go to-
baseball is it's like slowly turning, reverting back to its old ways. Now that they know that they're doing code breakers.
Players don't even dip.
Yeah, like it's going back to a different
But the
way of
players
thinking.
even drink anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah, he comes from the time of like these guys you
like,
drink with beat writers.
is this food keto approved?
Exactly, or like is this part?
Oh,
of
they
my-
talk about. I don't remember
Wait, what was
coconut water.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
I got in trouble with coconut water.
Yeah, but it's no longer coconut water. It's like is this keto? They don't even drink Red Bull now. Like the players are just very like
right.
You know,
the
like,
games change. You know,
No, they getting no. Well,
but players change the game because if I'm like someone had a complaint say, Bobby, you slid too hard. Like the league changes the game.
you know what I love? I'm against fight, and it's too Latino. When Bautista sliding second
Yeah.
base, and this kid told, okay, wait a minute, you gonna hurt me? Boom! That's the way to do it.
But
That's
well,
all
yeah,
like
I think Jose Bautista, he was upset because he got hit. This was years ago. He came in very, very low, and you don't really remember. Odor tried to hit him with the ball,
yeah, I did
and
too.
he missed him. He tried to hit him with the ball, and then all of a sudden, boom! Because no matter what you are, you don't think. You just react.
Because Jose Bautista thought that Odor was going to send a memo. By the way, the reason the Astros kept doing this, guys, is because managers kept sending memos.
Exactly.
They kept sending memos, and they're like, memos?
Instead of, it's very easy. I don't understand how this didn't happen before until we get to our next subject. You hear banging, and you're Danny Farquhar, you're anybody.
Genius, by the way.
You go, oh, okay, they got my pitches. Great. Boom. You throw it right up and in.
Wait a minute. I told Jose Contreras.
Change the bag.
Okay, wait a minute. I told Jose Contreras that. They got Jose Contreras pitch and said, you know how you take care of that?
Two right at their dome.
You go like, you say, forkball is coming. And you throw one right in the head, not like inside, just right behind it.
Randy Johnson tipped his pitches for like 10 years, and nobody wanted to touch him because also if you try to guess, they were like, the guy hit a bird when he was flying.
Yeah, or you're Pedro. Hey, this guy, which I don't agree with because that's or Nolan. Hey, this guy's gotten 2 hits off him. He's too comfortable. Boom. Whoa. What?
Don't drive, Joe.
Yeah, you're like, what is this? What kind of
Roger Clemens?
Yeah, that's called intimidation.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a little too comfortable at the plate. Okay. Let me hit it
Ryan.
And guys know that. That's why the Sox got in a fight. Guys know that. And I miss that because the game police itself.
So how do you guys feel about the rule that we're all worried about is the 3-batter rule? And basically the rule is that Major League Baseball has just passed a starting spring training. When a bullpen pitcher comes in, he must face 3 batters or finish the inning.
I think it's Ozzie Guillén's worst nightmare. I think it changes the way guys manage.
Yeah.
I think it affects matchups. A big situation. Like I don't want this guy to face 2 guys.
Okay, how about
now you have to.
How about National League?
And I think guys
how about National League when that double switch? You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't do the double switch right now.
It's gonna be harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this guy's got to face 3 guys, and now you have to be really, really on your toes. Bench coaches are gonna be sweating, and you know what the time is to practice it is in spring training.
Yeah,
we got to get used to this because it's going to be very different.
Every time they change the rules, spring
training is like
people don't like it.
Yeah, but like I miss Matt Thornton, Dan Plesac, guys that would come in for face 1 or 2 guys. Those guys wouldn't have a job. Or Jeff Nelson.
No. I have a question. You bring Chapman. Boom, 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 blow the game. Oh, now all of a sudden you want to change him. Because now it's not a safe situation.
I understand.
I'm following.
Like, okay, I bring Chapman 1-0 game. Boom, give up a home run. Now it's walk the next guy. Now I say, he blew the game. It's a save. Now I'm gonna save his arm because why I gonna hold him for?
Let me get somebody else.
Chapman got to be there maybe for another 40 pitches.
Exactly. And
you would have to face 1 more batter.
Right, one more.
It's a 3-batter.
3-batter.
I hate him.
Or intentionally walk. You don't have to throw a pitch.
Yeah, well, how about you got man on first base?
Then you go man first and second. That's what I'm saying.
It does say
by 3.
That's gonna be interesting.
It does say it's gonna. And all this is because they want the game to go quicker.
By the way, in your opinion,
okay, how quick are you going to do that?
You know how many be quicker? It's going to go longer. It's going to go longer.
It's go 1 minute.
No, because they don't want the manager to.
Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute and a half.
You know how you fix that? This is how dumb MLB is. Sorry, Mr. Manfred. This is how you make the pitching change.
You sound like a bot.
No, this is how you make the pitching change. Hey, Billy, I want the lefty. No, you don't have to go visit the mound.
Also,
no mound visit. Hey,
you go like this. Good point.
You go like this. You have to go visit the mound.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying that takes long. Or with it, but that's the thing. Then those guys do the old school trick of like, go talk to him. I need my guy. I need more time to warm up.
Guys are gonna manipulate this. Now that's why they had to move from the 10-day DL to the 15-day DL because you're gonna go up and say that your toe hurts.
Exactly.
Say that your toe hurts. I can't. I got a cramp. Fall on the ground, roll. Soccer players do it all the time. Exactly. They foul him. They roll on the ground. Flopping. We're gonna have pitcher flopping.
You're gonna have a pitcher going like, and they're lying.
And they're lying.
Yeah. So it's we gotta wait and see.
Well,
and a good friend David Hammonds probably will see more injured pitchers if it isn't going well for the outing in a must-win game. You can pull him and give the next guy much time as needed. He's correct. We're going to see a lot of different strategies.
When you were managing, I'm saying that when you were managing,
or how are they going to do this?
When you were managing, and what game were you like, okay, 10 runs, like this is out of hand? What?
Do you know what I hate? No, I never.
He hates position players pitching.
You never had, but I'm saying
no, never did. I don't remember. No,
but I'm saying not even a position player. I'm saying like, when did you say, okay, I just needed this guy to eat innings? and like I'm out of the game.
Well,
I'm trying to say
but
A
now
lot of
6-0.
games.
yeah, but
A
now
lot of
he
games.
watches games, and I see games. The game's like 7-0 or 6-0, and they have a shortstop pitching.
Every
That's-
day.
And you're like, that's not right.
That's every
Well,
day.
that affects the integrity
That's
and
not
for
right.
statistical, because what happens if you play in a better offensive team, you're gonna have better stats because I'm facing a
He does not
but
like that.
I every time I see a guy on the mound,
And the game's like
with
6-0.
Rizzo, they laughing. So is something to laugh about this?
Yeah.
No, the White Sox.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
after,
Larry,
the,
yeah.
after the inning, they
So-and-so
laughing. It's
pitched.
something. It's
Well,
something
before
about
it was like
celebrating.
news. Before it was like a news, like one guy got to pitch.
Yeah,
Now
because
it's like every series.
No. Every series, one guy shortstop
Yeah,
pitching.
because they just mail it in, they pack it in, and which might this new format that they're proposing is that they want more playoff.
You want to
teams.
make games faster?
I like that.
The Orioles say, "Hey, we just got swept. We're not even gonna play the third game."
No, you know what to make the game faster? You know how? Bring good pitching staff and quit
But
banging.
who wants to make the game faster?
Do
The
you
game
like-
is
I don't
fine.
Hey,
like
you
do
know
it.
who got? Who,
Oh, the media.
Us, the media. That's it. Media want, and their own part, like, oh, I'm too tired.
And by the way, the media wants to make the game faster and have less time to write their already weak story.
Very tough.
I'm just
You know
saying.
what?
Especially Chicago.
So-
the weakest
so
media
you-
I ever seen in my life, the weakest media, you can all hear me, the weakest media in baseball we have in here
Well,
in
Chicago went like the mob. 1970s owned the world, superpower. Now it's like I don't even know what
Now
existed.
you're saying
That's
the
in
Chicago,
Chicago.
you're saying the
They're
Chicago media
terrible.
now is clawless.
And I'm
It's
like, hi,
weak.
okay,
Yeah.
read.
How do you
wow.
feel?
Yeah,
But
like-
you know why? Because this guy, when he was managing, it was
There's like 30,000 people
it
asking
was like an
questions.
oven. Yeah, because like you
Because
said,
what?
The game's softer.
Same guys though. You know, they don't change media. It's the same guys asking like, what do you think about
Rudy Poo questions.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
Rudy
wait,
Poo
yeah,
questions.
it's like, come on. Then, you know me, like when I have Juan Pierre, when you gonna check Juan Pierre? When you every day, why you gonna do this? Maybe it was my fault. Wait, because I was answered those questions, but in the meanwhile, I had to listen to them before and after the game.
Well, they do the
That's
same though. It's the same
sorry.
thing with Dusty and Lou
That's
Pinella. They were asked way harder questions.
Yeah,
Not
like
even the
they
players.
asked questions to the manager, Joe Manager. Hey Joe, well, how you think Lester throw? Well, you know, Lester was right now last night in the moon.
But he's a
And,
master, though. He's a
he
master.
was
He's a
talking this all
master.
kind of
He
stuff.
just he manipulates the media well.
But nobody can say, hey, wait a minute, we're not asking you that question. That means, what's wrong with you?
Well,
guys
you
in
didn't see
Chicago?
if you guys would have seen the Jim Crane got put on the spot a couple times.
Oh, he did?
by Marley Rivera from ESPN.
Yeah, because they were
And I
getting
was
frustrated
like,
because you're making fun of. Like if I was a reporter, okay,
Like, that's
when
tough.
reporters ask questions, they already know the answer. That's
Yes.
coming. They know. So like if I'm making for in-game managing, okay, or in-game, I want to know why you made this move. Whatever move you decide, obviously it didn't work because we lost or won the game. But I want you to give me your explanation of what your thought process was
That's
to
it,
get to
yeah.
that position. So when you give me an answer that makes no sense, then I'm like, you either made that up. If I'm like, why are you hitting this guy leadoff? And you're like,
Oh,
well,
But you know what? I mean, I think it's because, like you were talking about Sox Cubs, because obviously those are the teams that we have in town, so we see them every day. I think when your team does well,
the people care more.
people care more.
Okay, but
nobody cared about the Sox because they weren't good.
You know about the rules about three guys? I love it. You know why? Because I was sitting there waiting for the game was over, and Ricky Renteria, 2 out, no man on base. He bring somebody from just to one hitter down by 10.
You were very
Do you
upset.
think-
Like, come on,
You
man.
think it's going to expose now managers getting worse, or it's going to help managers get better?
It's gonna get better. Why? Because they know how when you make a move, righty, lefty, that's when you get criticized the most.
Yeah.
Like second guess the most. Now, hey man, you
I
gotta
had
pick
to.
for three.
Oh,
three
that's a
guys.
good point. Like I had to leave him in.
Yeah, I had to.
So
leave
my
him.
concern,
good
my
point.
concern was this, okay?
point.
I'm a reliever, okay? I'm in the middle of my career. I've had a great year before, and they bring me in now, and my ERA is 7. Can I go back and say, hey, I was just in adjustment period to this new 3-batter rule?
You never know. Everything when you do wrong, you make an excuse. That can be a good excuse. Same way with the manager. Now you cannot make, okay, why you bring the lefty? Well, because the lefty was open. Why you make this movie? Because that movie was there.
It's also going to affect back-to-backs a lot more than you think. Some guys can.
They might go to 2 closers,
Yeah,
2
some
setup
guys like
the
shit.
funny thing,
Chapman
they go
threw
to
35
by the way,
pitches,
they go to 26 men.
But only one extra guy, though. That's not
yeah,
a lot.
but no, but it's not a pitcher.
Can't be a pitcher.
He got to be 13 pitchers in the roster. You can put 17 pitchers and only one guy in the bench.
I think they should go to a rule to make it fun for fans. They should have a coach on the field that's a former superstar, and if the game gets out of hand, they should let the old superstar come out and either
like
bat
play the game
play
or
the
like
game.
a celebrity.
Like either a celebrity or an old guy.
I mean, the
I
game's
hate
changing.
it.
There's a lot going on.
I know. I'm not.
Plus,
I mean,
that's
I'm just saying this. So there's so many rule changes. I want this one. I want the league to let teams under 50 wins a year to like let whoever wants to manage the game. Like they can promote and say, "Hey guys, Twitter
Mikey
contest.
from outside.
Mikey from down the street is managing today's game." Because obviously they're already losing 50
Okay,
games.
that would sell a lot of tickets.
You know what I should
Like
do?
the kid from Little Big.
You know what
like,
you should do? If you finish live on the that many game percent, you should go to the minor league and whoever plays.
Yeah, but they can't do it because of real.
I know that, but that's
that's how it
that
should
would be great, like soccer. But that's what they're trying to propose this to be against it. They don't want teams. They want to give more teams hope. And I don't think they. I mean, that's 14.
I like the playoff.
14 teams.
Wow, you'd have a lot of playoffs under your
Oh
belt.
my God, man. But the sooner you're in the playoff,
You can win.
You have
You
a
get
chance. You have a chance to win.
I didn't like the whole reality TV thing. Like
I
we
kinda
pick you.
No,
but
the only thing I don't like, I don't understand much about it, but the only thing I don't like is you finish first.
You get a bye, but you don't play for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you don't play for 2 weeks. You gotta wait. How those guys don't prepare themselves?
And that's another thing.
Well, that's when you call. That's when you call Seattle, Baltimore
practice games.
practice games. Call them in, say, "Hey guys, Pittsburgh."
As a junior, listen, it's not the same
I
at the
know,
game.
but
than
I'm just
to
saying, though.
throw a big game on it.
Hey, the Browns are available for all World Series.
No, but I'm just
winners.
saying it's very.
No, that's
It'll give teams like
It'll
I'll
give
give
you-
you a perfect example. It'll give teams like
they're gonna get. They got to do that.
it'll
better.
get teams like
Also,
hold on.
No, but I'm saying though,
Toronto.
But I'm saying though, okay, this is a disadvantage for the first round team. Then first round team says, "I want to play in the first round."
It's just a lot to go into, but the format is I understand what they're trying to do.
I like it.
I'm
worried. I don't say I don't like it.
I think they
say
should not
worry.
have leagues.
I
That one that
worry.
makes the playoffs should go into a bowl
And randomly
and
get
they
them.
randomly pick.
That's also
I worry. I really do worry about that time off.
man. I know, but I just go back to the days of like the '90s and the '80s and like how winning a division title meant so much.
Winning 90, if you played 500, you were good.
Like
Ken,
it was like
in
you
my
were,
time,
you were in the AL West.
In my time, 500, we went in. We're fighting.
You were in the AL West, and think about
But
how
you
much
only-
more,
he's only two
how many
people.
more playoff you would have.
Oh, maybe eight.
If you
Maybe we
even
finish
if
seconds every year.
even if they had the wild card in like '91,
Yeah.
90, they would have been in the playoffs.
I think you make the playoffs like
I mean,
A ton more.
5 times, yeah.
I mean, a ton as much. The
But
Sox were
but,
literally second place.
Okay, but I think baseball got better. I think people is more into it. The playoff.
I think what they want to do is this.
I love it.
They
I
want to
love it.
create more one-game eliminations because fans
love it.
love that.
Yeah.
And
I think
we're going like we can go up against this team, but we can get
they-
eliminated and make it more like football.
But
You think this situation makes Manfred's position
First of all,
not
I don't
as
think.
safe, not as safe as it was before?
Let me also say this.
No, no,
Hold on. Let me say this. The commissioner, he didn't ask for this. Like,
No, he didn't.
He is getting it from everywhere. He's got a lot on his plate. He got scandals. I'm trying to change the format. I'm trying to get baseball more going. He's like, I thought like the guy Jim Click from the Astros. He's like, what are you gonna do with so and so, coach? Or what are you gonna do? The guy just got there.
I'm saying, like, do you think that we haven't talked about, is there going to be a replacement of a commissioner? This is the only time people are like, we need to fire him.
Well, right now, people are like, I don't want to be baseball.
I mean, do you really? I mean, it's like, do you
But
want
you know
that
what?
job?
No, you got to be right. When they're wrong and they're right, I think Manfred did a lot of great job for baseball. A lot of good things. Maybe do 2-3 things we don't agree with. Not because we don't agree, it's not better for the game.
Yeah.
Right, and they're
It's
doing
just-
stuff like they're partnering up with the Sox in the Iowa game, and it's 100 years of the
You know what I
Negro
hate?
League.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I hate? But finally, they put attention to Kansas City Museum. I was the first one to tell Kenny Williams, baseball should have a mandatory trip
To Kansas City.
Me, Ozzie Guillén said that to Kenny Williams. Say everybody had to be a mandatory trip. Get up at 10 o'clock in the morning, get in the bus, and watch that because I think people need that.
Yeah, I mean, and greatly said. Anyone that's been to Kansas City, and we've all been to the Negro League Museum, it is
Awesome.
unbelievable. It's a history. It's our history. We should embrace it. Everyone should go to that. And I don't know. Obviously, it's in Kansas City, but now with the Chiefs and everything going on, everyone's promoting it, and it's 100 years. Everyone should.
No,
go.
but I think everybody should go. Oh my God. It was fun.
And
I was there every year. Every year. I was with Willie Wilson, Frank White. Every year I go to Kansas City.
Go for the luncheon.
I always go to the luncheon, and I always go to the Negro League Museum. They have a jazz.
The Sox also have. They used to have the double duty classic.
But Kenny Williams,
you know what?
They do that. So they're always been at the forefront.
Well, thank to Kenny Williams, that happened with the White Sox.
Yeah.
Thank to Kenny.
They've always been in front of. And they also have the outreach programs, and they send the kids to college, and we've played on that field that they have out there.
Awesome field in the south side of Chicago.
The Sox have always been at the forefront. And, it's exciting what's happening in Chicago, like we said, on both sides of town. Pitchers and catchers already reported. The games are going to start soon. I'm going to be watching, this is honest truth, I'm going to be watching more spring training than I ever have this year.
Because of all the stuff that's happening.
Because I really want to see the three batters. I really want to see when the
Astros
learn. Right. I want to just see how it is, and I also want to see what I'll be watching when the Astros go on the road.
That's a soap opera.
Right. I want to see when the Astros go on the road to play the Yankees. They're going to Tampa. I want to see it. I want to see
Does
it.
Astros popularity go up like viewership wise? Everyone's just watching their games?
Absolutely. First of all, Houston's like the third most populated city in America. They're gonna be being watched more than anyone. It's because you want to see it.
So 1 week into spring training, what's your thought process as a manager?
Nothing. I think the only thing I will worry about spring training.
Hit the ball straight because I'm on the golf course.
Hopefully I can hit the ball straight up. And
the first week of spring training, they're like, oh, our team's already set. We're only doing one move. He goes, what time's our tee time?
Well, yeah, it's funny. You know what? The pitching. I was worried about the pitching staff because that's the guy take the longest to get ready. I think that's the only reason.
How often do you guys do injury reports? Like obviously the White Sox
every day.
Every day.
Well, I don't think fans know that.
Before and after the game.
But every day he gets a thing on his desk, a paper, and then every day
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Henry Snyder come to me.
Well, when you were managing, I said now it might be different.
No, right now.
Those guys do it.
No, right now they're sending you the computer.
They're probably sending you a text.
By the way, I don't know who's going to be. I never read the computer.
Yeah.
Now I have to. If I manage, I have to read.
It used to be.
But Henry Snyder, as soon as I get there, and he have it know like his eye circle that guy. That means it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Is I not? It's all right.
But every day, guys get like right now it's going down. They get little strain.
Oh, that happened. That happened a lot everywhere.
And guys know their own body. But every day these guys
That's
get
why
reports.
people, when they work out for 6 months in the off season, it's different when you show up in spring training and play. I don't know why. You work out all day, running, doing all that thing, all the stuff. All of a sudden you go to spring training, first day like, oh my God, I'm sore. You work out all day.
You know what? These guys have to. They prepare a lot earlier now than they used to be. But today's February 14th. Opening day is March 26th.
12. That 1 month.
It is literally 1 month. It's coming fast.
Yeah, but that 1 month, honestly,
I'll
play 30 games.
And
before you play the game.
Yeah,
many games.
but okay. How long did it take you before we wrap up? How long did it take you that you said I'm ready? 40 at bats, 30 at bats.
As a player?
As a player.
To hit a ground ball to second base, you need
but
5 bats.
But I'm saying as a manager though, like when you're like, okay, we're ready.
I was
2 weeks.
No, I'm saying as a manager.
Yeah,
after 2 weeks of games.
I'm saying you see your team playing games and you're like, okay,
but
that's why
I say spring training for pitchers.
That's what I'm saying. But your pitching staff. At what point in the spring training are you like, okay, my guys are ready? Not this is all the stuff, just extra stuff. Extra games.
I think it was 2 weeks longer.
I think it's 1 week too long.
1 week too long.
Yes, because sometimes then you start worrying. Oh my God, I'm not going to play this guy because this guy gets hurt. I'm not going to have it.
Yeah.
So many things go through your mind.
And you know what? It's like you don't want to have that great of a spring. Because it doesn't mean anything.
Well, usually guys that have really bad teams have great spring trainings.
I got hot. And then you get to opening day, the lights come on, you're like, it doesn't mean anything.
A lot of teams finish last the year before. They're always good because they bring more kids. They go to show. They're making a ball clubs. But, the good teams, you get 2 at bat and get out of there. Best thing about spring training, the first 3-4 innings. After that, oh, my God. Get along.
3 batter rule now.
Yeah.
Guys have stayed there the whole time. A lot of B games to see the arms.
And we have a lot more B and Guillén show. I mean, next week. We're going to be at Simone's.
We'll be at Simone's.
18th Street.
18th Street.
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
I plan to bring Adela.
Yeah,
and
5
Grandma.
p.m. Adela's hopefully going to be there. My mom's going to be there. Hopefully we get some food. We can drink after.
Got a special guest.
Make a day out of it. We'll have a special guest. Everybody try to go there. Simone's
Guillén.
On the 18th. Guillén.
The whole crew's going to be there. It's been an honor to serve you guys today. Hope you guys like the topic. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Periscope.
Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's
Day.
Day. Hopefully next week is awesome and it is packed with as much news as it is. Hopefully it's better news. Have a great day. See you guys next week.
See ya.